Welcome, everybody, to a new year, a new me, to explore the
Hey!
20th anniversary edition of Another World with these folks joining me.
Another world? But
Another fantastic point of view.
why does Another World look so blocky?
Oh, because for us in the States, we knew of this game as Out of This World.
Which is stupid.
Whoa.
Still developed by French game designer Eric Chahi. And first of all, as you're seeing here, they have upped the resolution. So apparently there was a number of anniversary releases for this game. This was like a same with, like, say, Dragon's Lair or Donkey Kong or Mario. This was a pretty revolutionary at the time of its creation game. I want to say it came out on Amiga, and I think there was an NES or a Super Nintendo port at some point.
I don't know about Super Nintendo, but I think it did get a Sega CD port.
I actually do think
But
it got
it
a
was
Super
like-
Nintendo port, actually.
Did
But
it?
just at the time, it just had incredibly revolutionary, like, smooth animations. But now, as far as the sound effects and stuff, for the 20th anniversary edition, they have upped the resolution from most things up to at least 1080p. They have this neat, they have your standard, Monkey Island revamp as opposed to classic sprite fidelity improvement. And I can always jump between the two if I ever wanted to. I see what you've been hearing your Ferrari.
Yeah, it's not like they just take the regular Super NES graphics of, like, say, Mega Man X and just try to artificially make them look a little less pixely, ergo looking a little jarring.
Yep. So, we join our protagonist here, Lester Knight Chaikin, no relation, who is a young physicist who is working to, do your old, ye old particle accelerator. No nonsense gonna happen today. Let's do a little test run here. Ejection particles onto the shield, and antimatter could be created by that. Another, ye old thing. Why not? Let's go with it.
20 seconds to experimentation.
Well, that's enough time to get some soda.
Gulp, gulp.
Gulp.
Good old Mr. Pibb.
Ew.
So,
Hey, that's what happens after you drink a liquid. It's realistic.
so there it goes. Particles accelerating. Uh-oh.
So, this is certainly not going to go wrong, right? Right?
Sure.
Well,
Why is it
Mr.
storming outside?
Lightning?
Particle accelerators are so safe.
Here's a bright idea.
Chekhov's gun.
It's
Chekhov's
here's a
gun.
It's like,
First rule, have a gun.
First rule, Chekhov's gun. Have a gun.
And
Oh, crud.
well, that's the end of the game.
no, although it's so sudden. And but to surprise most people who are playing this game, bam, you're in gameplay now, Sonny. Swim up or else you drown.
Oh, okay.
And just like that, I would say this was one of the pioneers of a quote-unquote like cinematic platformer. And right away, Lester the Unlikely is now having to... By the way, this is classic mode.
Look at that.
And back to normal mode, because I'll be playing in this mostly. Because it looks cool, and the sound effects are nice. And, oh, I don't like that.
Yeah,
Just-
get away.
Little drop kicks like, yeah.
Okay, he'll come back.
That might have not have been the smartest thing for me to do.
So what this game and yes, Matt, I'm gonna tackle the other game like this that Eric Chahi had a hand in. The main
In
way
fact,
that this
you could argue this is the main reason why he's doing it in the first place.
Well, I also had this. I had the 20th anniversary on Steam, and I wanted to. Oh.
Run!
I promise.
Oh,
Did he just slip?
Yeah, he slipped and
Jesus Christ.
jump.
I can still
And we
reach
run
you.
this way now. Okay, we run this way.
Hey, wait
Bye.
a minute.
That ain't nice. And fortunately, we can just survive long enough to get to this screen and ow.
Oh.
Beware
Oh.
my penis laser.
Hello.
Oh.
Do you have to call it that?
Well, that's where it came from.
Hello.
How?
Hi.
Greetings. I come in peace, good sir. I hope that you too can see kindness in your heart.
Fuck you.
Okay, it was the guy behind him, because, like, I didn't see that. I just saw the laser, like, come from that part of that guy's
Just
body.
appeared and just like that, we have unfortunately been kidnapped by whatever alien denizens are on this planet.
And meanwhile, it looks like the eye shutters were stuck for a second.
What just happened? Is that a monkey?
They do look like little gorilla men. So right now, to get around this part, I am now moving left and right rhythmically to hopefully bust ourselves out of this slave camp prison.
Oh, jeez.
And poor Ted down there's like, okay, I don't get paid enough for this. All right,
Hey, quit swinging around. You're gonna wreck the ceiling.
you're gonna make the other prisoners jealous. They didn't get swinging cages.
Cut it out! You're making me seasick.
No! Well, the good news is I am no longer seasick.
Thanks, pal.
Thank you. There's Michael, remember, buddy. So the developers nicknamed him Buddy. He's actually going to be our friends. We're going to be escaping together. And right away, I need to introduce you to how combat works.
Zap.
Because this game actually is combat. The gun, as far as you'll be seeing me do, it has...
You mean Chekhov's gun?
Chekhov's gun. I have a gun. Now I have it. I must shoot people with it. So the way the gun works is there are 3 stages of the gun. There is a normal fire. There is a small charge that makes a little particle field that their bullets can get through. And if I were to charge it a third time, it can then fire a massive blast that can break through most doors and break through other people's shields, rock, paper, scissors style.
Okay. And I assume there's a very specific way to use your gun levels?
Yeah, so you just press and hold the button and release to fire. And,
That's fair. And I assume also in terms of gameplay, you have to do it a certain way, otherwise you're going to get yourself zapped.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, as far as like, there are some puzzles, but the combat is actually pretty free flowing. Like, just do whatever feels right. And
I'm sorry, with the coloring there, you could barely even see Buddy's shoes. It made it look like your character was just trying to lift him up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Yep. So he's dead, and that was important. See ya, buddy.
Oh, where are you going?
Okay, I'll come back down.
You had me worried for a second there. I was afraid
Like,
I would...
I see what you're saying. Like, I see what you're saying. James, like, looks like I'm giving a piggyback ride. All right.
Yeah.
So here, if I charge, what? Come on, 1, 2. Bam.
Oh,
What was that?
What was that? And then when you're over here, press the down button and the up button to move through them. I turned off the power, so now he has to waste time blasting that door, which gives me enough time to exit. If all this seems pretty trial and error-y,
yes.
you're right.
I think that's the entire
there's-
point.
And there's a reason for that. Uh-oh, buddy's in trouble.
Oh no, Buddy.
I promise I'll come save you.
Oh.
So the reason why these games work to be so trial and error-y is because in both this game and the next one, they give you infinite lives, infinite continues, which, as Matthew will point out to me angrily, means that this typically gave the developers full excuse to be dicks.
Yeah.
With the challenges that they put you through.
I mean, let's also be real here. Considering the time frame this game was released and how short the actual runtime of it is, they kind of had no choice but to do that if they wanted to make sure that this game, couldn't be so easily rented and then completed relatively easily.
What that did, Hype, is that basically doing this these guns actually do have a battery. So when you're in combat, don't just spam the super powerful laser thing. You will actually run out of ammo. So that's why those rooms exist, to refill the thing's battery. Die.
Do you have a tell on how much ammo you have
Buddy!
left on it?
Buddy!
I'm coming, buddy!
Whoop.
Oh.
Okay, let's not do that again.
Well.
Okay. This is also, by the way, I'm not gonna profess to having these be perfect runs. Some of the deaths
Buddy!
are...
I'm coming!
Alright, jump! There we go. And then we can escape through this way.
Yeah, I was just asking, you talk about how, those things technically have finite ammunition. Do you have a way of telling ahead of time if you're getting close to being empty?
You'll notice, if that happens, there will be a little... It happened previously, just a little while ago, but I don't think I do it again, just because I try to match my ammunition. But regardless, on the gun, a little green... A green square laser light will start blinking when it's starting to get low on ammo.
Okay. How frequent would you say recharging stations are?
Honestly, thinking about it, there's really... Here I have to wait for these to sync up a certain way, otherwise problems will happen.
Yeah.
Okay. But as far as the frequency of the recharge rooms, I really only think there's maybe 2 in the entire game.
Ooh.
Because what this game makes up for, what this game may lack in combat, it makes up for in puzzle.
Mush.
Puzzle.
Let's try that again. Puzzles and platforming.
Speaking of generosity, how would you say checkpoints are in this game?
Very frequent. I'm gonna be right now. I'm going to come up front and say right now to anybody watching, yes, some of this may actually appear inconsistent with your own playthrough, because sometimes I would do little sneaky editing tricks to get around a death or two, and to also and to save some time on backtracking. So right there, typically, if I were to die at this point right now, I would be ported right back to where I just broke that wall earlier. Usually the checkpoints are generous enough to put you just before whatever threat you were about to face, unless it's like a series of encounters back to back. Here what I want to do is I want to shoot my laser.
I'm going to say this again. The next game that we're going to do is more
laser.
egregious about it.
Scare that little birdie.
boy.
And that birdie is going to be scared, unfortunately, for the circle of life.
Looks more like a pterodactyl.
Munch.
Okay, good. Pterodactyls are a little more morally ambiguous for me to be okay with killing.
Then we're okay with them dying.
I mean, they weren't supposed to be here
Ambiguous.
anywhere. So then, make sure you're on this side. Make sure you're far enough away. Don't be silly and try and break this thing too close to it.
Oop.
Otherwise, that could kill you.
I see what you mean.
So, I mean, again, like, backing up, like, the sound design, like, again, imagine playing something anywhere close to this back in the days of Mario Brothers, like...
Oh boy.
Oops.
Let's try that again. Just, like, the way they... Oh, boy.
Are you sure you want to go doing that now?
No regrets!
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, jump. Oh, jump again. Uh-oh.
Hydration is key!
Nice. Yeah, I mean, I do gotta give this game props for having, like, being able to convey pretty much all of the information you need without any HUD. There will be occasionally, like, say if I were to die multiple times in a certain area, there are little tips that could be played. I don't know. So have you guys ever played this game or any games similar to this? Things like Flashback or...
The only game
Hey,
of
buddy.
this caliber that I have
buddy.
any experience with is the Oddworld series, and even then, only the first game.
Yeah. I mean, okay.
Did you play New and Tasty or the original Odyssey?
The very original PS1 version. I really do want to try New and Tasty though.
I would say it's pretty sick. Yeah, it's a pretty solid remake. Oh, wait, here we go.
Oh, crap.
And for those wondering, yes, I mean, as you're pretty much seeing with me in this combat, these guns are pretty much one-hit kill no matter what, so be careful. Hey, come. Okay, I'll deal with him later. For now, zip. Go ahead, Matt. You're about to say something while I take out this other guy.
I played this game long ago, so...
All right. Have you tried any of the anniversary editions?
I played the anniversary... I can't remember. You know what?
This
Give me a
down.
second.
This will help. But I shoot that down because that was what was blocking Buddy's path, and a little bit of dead man walking syndrome. If I don't let Buddy be able to move ahead, I will screw myself over a little bit later in this sequence.
Oh yeah, sorry. I did play
There
this
you go,
version,
see.
by the way, because this is the 20th
Yeah.
anniversary version, and it came out in 2011. So...
Yes,
Yeah.
I know there was also a 15th anniversary edition released at some point. I forget what, and I guess backing up. So I saw this on PC. Is this game on Steam?
Ow.
I mean, not Steam. Is this game on the Switch?
I wouldn't be surprised if it is.
Excuse
Probably.
me, sir. I must leave.
Oh,
Related
Oh,
share.
pick up the gun.
Oh,
oh.
it was a stealth.
The end.
So who
Okay,
really
let's-
shot first?
We'll never know.
Technically, you made the first move on his nuts. So
That will be how it's remembered. Okay, let's try that again. Excuse me. Scoop up the gun. Bam.
I know this game got a 3DS port at some point. Now that's pretty much That's pretty much the only major experience I've had with the game. Otherwise, I didn't get too far into it.
I will say, at the same time, I'm very surprised that nothing similar has ever been done for Heart of Darkness, because I will 100%...
Because Heart of Darkness sucks!
That's my opinion. Just
Now, continue your statement.
I think there's still a lot of quality that went behind Heart of Darkness. Oh, hang on. For this puzzle, this is a dangerously hanging glass chandelier, and if I wait till he's just beneath it...
Oh, I see it. Ouch. Okay, I saw the tell.
Yeah, it's you have to. That one used to stop me because I used to try to do it too soon. If you wait long enough, he will actually pause. You know, obviously under it, that gives you plenty of time to knock the chandelier down. Here we have a very difficult encounter where we're gonna be cornered. Blast
You're
him,
literally sandwiched between two Nimrods.
and keep my defense up.
I guess otherwise I can say, like, as far as these types of games are concerned, I've definitely played, like, you know, more or less the game that it had to have inspired this, Prince of Persia, and,
Oh yeah.
there was that, and I have played the Oddworld games to a degree, and, Yeah, that's about all I can really say on that matter. I'm also aware that at some point or another, maybe this coming year, or maybe sometime in the future, I know that WayForward is publishing this, for lack of a better word. It's like this game that's more or less its own callback to the games like Flashback or even Another World here, called Landmark.
Pretty much. So here what we're doing is there is a sequence that's coming up, just to explain, because again, trial and error stuff I'd rather avoid. Coming up in a bit, I would have dropped down, and the minute I dropped down, the prison doors would open, and 5 people would blast me with lasers immediately.
Well,
So what I'm doing is I'm actually diving down under this water, which is why I blew up that seemingly random wall earlier, because that little dashed blue line represents a power line that I can use to shut off those doors. And now this will force them. It will not prevent them from reaching me.
It'll just save you some time.
Right, because it'll force them to have to use their triple laser, charge thingies to blast through doors, buying me enough time to move ahead. So I mean, just that cinematic, like Prince of Persia stuff. I love when a game is able to convey stuff without a HUD, making it more quote unquote cinematic.
It's only a matter if you can really keep that stuff committed to memory.
Right, and that is true. Like again, like the control scheme, I guess, to quickly explain to anyone who's watching, is there is a run button, and when you are standing, and then there is a fire button, firing the laser, which again hold to charge and release, and then there's jumping, and that is more or less it. There is that feature to kind of gently kick the ground in front of you, but that was really only useful against those worms in the very beginning of the game, and you almost never use it anymore.
Seems like the kind of thing where.
Sorry, dude.
Pardon me.
But yeah, continue.
Have a nice day. Oh.
Yeah, time to run, actually, because now they're right behind me.
Crap. Oh, jeez! What are you doing?
Oh, gee!
Oh, boy.
How'd you think that was a good idea?
I thought I could put up a barricade in time. Also forgot to get Buddy in. There's Buddy.
Hey, buddy.
I cut out some stuff in there between multiple deaths. That whole sequence back there is one of my least favorite bits. Like the 2 people in the hallway. Now here's I guess one little cheat trick I can tell you is that thankfully with how this game is designed, if a laser is coming from off screen, it will never actually kill you. It's just there for cinematic purposes.
Thanks, buddy.
yeah.
Thank you, buddy.
Oh.
Nope.
But if an enemy is on screen and is actually shooting at you,
Oh, buddy.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna save you. Let my friend go.
Let my person go.
Leave my monkey-faced friend alone.
Holy crap, give
Oh.
that dude the Employee of the Year award. He just took out 2 prisoners like he was nothing.
Sheesh. This
Okay,
is gonna give him.
let's do that, but good this time.
That's gonna give him a double promotion.
Well, blast away his shield, and bam. Let's go, buddy.
It's time to leave the streets and start a new life, buddy. You and me.
You got this, buddy. Yeah.
Oops.
Oh, buddy.
Well, that could have
Buddy!
been
Friend, if you could but help me, I would really appreciate it. And I'm gonna try and help him. So for now, take out
I'd
these
hope
guys.
so.
Hey guys, can I?
Oh, hang on. I gotta show you this, Matt. Now that I've opened the lever.
I have some bad news.
Yeah, it's happening
What
with me
happened?
too.
Yeah, the stream literally stopped for me like a minute ago.
Oh, that's no good.
No,
I
see if
missed
I
the
can-
point.
No,
I missed the part where the lights went off.
Let me see if I can replenish that. This is not working as well as I thought it would.
You don't have to patronize us, bitch.
Piece of shit.
Oh, and he left. Now you see what? That's what you get for calling him that, Matt.
Yeah, Logan, I think this whole streaming through Discord thing might not have been the best idea.
Are your feelings hurted?
I think he's still trying.
Will Buddy be okay?
The monkeys got to him.
No!
We saved him from the monkeys.
They're little gorilla alien men. I'm also in a little cathedral now. It's a cool looking cathedral. As part of this
It does
puzzle
look
up
very
ahead,
nice.
I actually need to stick this person up. Don't kill him right away, because he'll push that button.
Ooh. Hey,
Help me!
wait a minute.
I thought you literally stuck him up. You should have said surrender or die, not surrender and die.
Hey, these guys started it first. Now I need to use this man's grenades to help me blow up the floor beneath me. I don't think that's working.
You know
suck
I
at
do
your
you
job,
worthless.
mister.
Anyway, And the reason why I wanted that dude to push the button is because they would put the door over. I realized that that a lot of this is moving a little fast suddenly. Just there is a rhyme and reason to everything that I'm doing. Otherwise, you would be killed. And again, that's just how, unfortunately, these games are designed. They're almost supposed to be like arcade-like, where they're designed to be almost like dickish like this, because at the very least, you have infinite lives if it continues. Here is where I shut off the power by blowing up that fuse. Otherwise, I was going to get my head fried with laser beams in this next room. So now this cool thing can happen.
Oh, no.
Oh, there's the lights.
There it is. Jump across, pull this lever, Matt, and now we can raise hell under down below.
Let's
So
do
I open
it.
every single cell.
Boy.
Oh, damn.
So we just keep running.
Again,
Viva la revolution!
Again, so long as enemies are not on screen, I will not take damage from lasers. Hey, buddy.
Oh, hey, thanks.
Ah, just in time. Just in time.
So apparently you have to make your hands into this shape to go up.
Come on.
Like this.
Guard my
A little higher
arthritis.
than that.
What a time to have artist.
Arthritis.
Or artist hand. or wrist.
Arthritis.
shit.
And what a time to have artists.
Well, it's like, what's that condition called when you have artist? Like, it's like artist wrist or something, or is it
What
just
the-
arthritis then?
Artist
Something.
wrist is just another version of like arthritis.
So in the upper left, I am moving buttons and pressing them wildly, hoping to not die.
Hoping something works.
Good. Funny to see we're in the middle of a gladiatorial tournament right now. See ya, fellas.
So, oh my!
Hey, ladies.
Were those ladies?
Those were ladies. They had a feminine.
Sorry.
It's like crash
They're
landed
also
into the back.
blocky, I couldn't tell.
That was high definition booty.
It's stylized with intent.
Hey, buddy,
Uh-oh.
let's go.
Hey, buddy. Let's get the hell out of here.
Oh boy. Maybe not for us.
Buddy?
Oh, right.
Friend?
No. Oh,
Thank you, buddy.
wait a
did you
minute.
down here?
Your red glowing eyes means you're a friend.
Ow.
Ow.
They
You're
finally
not,
found,
buddy.
they finally found the truth. They just gotta get rid of their belts.
Okay.
Oh.
Buddy!
Oh, buddy.
By the way, can I just call everyone's attention to this incredible slap fight going on right now? Just listen.
Stop it. Stop it.
And
I
trust
love
me,
the
and
sound
trust me,
effect.
oh no, and trust me, in the original classic sound, in the original, these are HD sound effects. In the original sound effects, it was so much funnier. Just like literally just.
Jesus Christ. Now that's called ham boning with intent.
But unfortunately,
Oh, you
as
trying
we
to
reach this
mug
critical
me?
point-
I don't know why. It just.
Oh, buddy!
Oh.
No.
I don't know
Wait for this in
why.
the center, and
Damn.
Oh.
Also, I don't know why.
and, that,
Just
and now I got back up.
all the sound
ahead.
effects. All the sound effects just kind of reminded me of like one of my favorite jokes from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Abridge, which is I take offense to that. I take offense to you taking offense to that. I take offense. I challenge you to fisticuffs.
boy.
I take resentment of you to fisticuffs.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to give you Ridley.
Hey, how's it going, bud?
Oh, hey, you seem like you have a bit of a problem standing up, but I guess one could say you don't really have a leg to stand on.
Honestly, not going to lie, after reading The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman, this thing is terrifying me.
Hello. He's actually a friend. And,
Oh!
just like that, this is our escape.
Let's get out of here, buddy.
And just like that, that's the game.
So, buddy, what should we do now for the rest of our lives?
Thank
I'm
you for
hungry.
trying.
Want to go get to McDonald's?
Yeah, we never go back home.
Nope. So to catch people up. So then what happened was that after this game took off and was this huge thing, Eric Chahi himself said that I think the story is complete, has a lot of mysteries, so doing a sequel would be very tricky. It could break the magic that this game has. So anyway, Interplay made a sequel
Yeah.
without Eric Chahi involved, called Heart of the Alien, which was for the Sega CD. I believe it plays similarly to this game and tries to continue the story from this. But but Chahi has stated multiple times that he has no intentions of actually making a sequel. He likes the idea of this just being this some weird, almost space opera-esque adventure where you're just left to interpret what could happen for Lester and his friend Buddy. And now go back
to another Earth.
Which Earth?
But yeah. So for those who were looking at this video thinking, "Wow, it's a decent little look at," no, this was a playthrough.
Yeah, that's the whole game.
So
congratulations, you spent $15 on this thing.
So yeah, stopping there. So that was Another World. Again, it's available on most major consoles, I want to say, or at least on Steam, through its 20th anniversary release. Beyond that, I don't mind what the game did with it. It's a very nice, fun little, like, I would say almost it's like a very fun time capsule to go back and look at like everything that's there. But I mean, it's not exactly a game I would replay, since the trick between this and the next game, Matt, is that every sequence more or less plays out the exact same way. Like, there's no randomization, the puzzles themselves are just a sequence of actions you do in a certain order, and that's just how things work.
I mean, that's just how it is. This game is just a very fancy puzzle sort of game. All the puzzles have one solution to them, and then you're just sticking along for the ride. I
guess beyond this, the biggest thing I could talk about with what this game did is more so what it did for the game industry as a whole. Just to kind of toss out a couple of fun facts here. Fumito Ueda, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, he cited Another World as the inspiration for the creation of the game Ico.
To be fair,
Hideo Kojima said that this game was one of the 5 games that influenced him the most in his development of the stuff.
Yeah, no, because here's the thing: it is a very cinematic game, and it was it is a very short game, but for its time, it was incredibly impressive.
I mean, there wasn't really many other games like it at the time.
Yeah,
right. Like the fact that the fact that it did its best to I want to say it was one of the first times a game did that much effort to how to put that. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that I think this is one of the first instances where a game, for apart from say Dragon's Lair, tried to intermix cutscenes with its gameplays that fluidly. Just having to go from one to the other. Usually there was a very distinct gameplay ends, cutscene begins now kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
What did you think about it, Hype?
Looks interesting. Still have no idea what the heck everything happened was, but I could definitely see how impactful it can be. Definitely looking forward to the other games that we're going to be tackling with this, because I know you said you already recorded a handful of them earlier, including the one that you two are very clearly eager to get to. And it also makes me, real quick before we get to that, it also makes me wonder, because I don't know how frequently we talked about it on the channel, but it's something that I wouldn't mind us doing at some point. I still would love us to cover the Oddworld games.
I'm still not against that. At this point, the main thing I'm trying to figure out is I'm just trying to practice enough so I could do new and tasty, because in my mind I would love to try and get the good ending, but I know that's going to be a hell in a handbasket hard to figure out how to make that work.
I mean, I did it once, and I was going to record the game years ago, but that was when I had my PS4, and that was also when my PS4 broke.
So I do own it on my PlayStation 5, Abe's Odyssey, new and tasty. So again, I just need to practice, get it fresh in my head, and I'm sure I could figure something out. But yes, as far as Another World, Out of This World, whatever we're calling it, I'm calling it Another World because whenever you buy the game nowadays, that's how it's branded and stuff.
Actually, do you know why in America it's called Out of This World?
How come?
I think it was because there's a television series at the time called Another World.
Yeah, that would make sense.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, for anyone curious, the 20th anniversary port is, I just double checked and can confirm, it's pretty much available on any console that's still around. It's available on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch. And yeah, I depending on if it's on a sale, I'd say if you can get this for less than $15, I think it's again fine enough to explore and see. And the cool thing is that on the PC version, you can also see a cool. They included stuff in the 20th anniversary edition, like a behind the scenes documentary with Eric Chahi, concept art. It's a fun little package. And yep, that was how we almost spent half as long as the video itself to talking about the game itself, because there's just the legacy behind it.
Yep.
So yeah. Yes, so in addition, the second major game that Eric Chahi was involved with was a game that he worked with his studio called Heart of Darkness. Now, I am going to attempt to do a playthrough of that game with subtitles, because I thought that'd be nice. Matt the Gremlin over there is going to sit down and shut
Swoop down, sit down, and shut up!
I just love the idea of I just love the idea of somebody clipping over, and there's Matt with long ears, green skin, a little cloak.
Start spreading the news.
So yes, we're gonna give that a shot. It'll be, you'll definitely see the similarities between the gameplay of Another World and this game. So yeah, stay tuned. Happy New Year's, y'all.
Happy New Year!
Okay.